Good day, good day. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to or welcome back to Anonnie's Temple. Welcome to the Temple of the High Priestess for the Prophecy reading. You can call me Anonnie. I am the High Priestess of this temple. I am a tarot reader, a channeler, and intuitive for divine source and Christ consciousness energy, and I am here to deliver the prophecy reading for you all. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful day. Glory be to the highest creator of all things, for preserving, protecting, rejuvenating, and regenerating my energy. As I tap into the ethers, thank you for veiling me from all forms of malevolent or baneful entities, energies, beings, and intentions. And even more so, divine, you may transmute them into the highest forms of compassion for all beings. Thank you, divine creator, for the love and the abundance and the wealth and the abundance of love, prosperity, and wealth in my life. I give so much gratitude, and so I am here in many ways, in many lifetimes, in many prophecies, and across many earths and origins to deliver the prophecy reading to the benevolence of all beings. Glory be to the highest and greatest good of my own and to all and to the harm of none. I deliver this message with clarity. I receive your messages, divine source creator, with clarity. Divine archangels and angels, benevolent ancestors and benevolent interdimensional beings, I receive your messages with clarity. I deliver them with integrity. I feel them with love, and I speak them as the truth. Ashe. So let's see what we have on this day. Serenity. We'll see if the King of Coins will come back out, okay? On the fence, we have the Nine of Swords. It's kind of been reversed, though. And then we have the Ace of Cups. The Chariot. Ace of Coins. The World. I'm going to tell a story about a King of Coins here. This King of Coins, this feels like this is a reading for this. Number one, this is a love reading, but I feel like this is a love reading for someone who knows that their partner, their divine counterpart, is a King of Coins. And I feel like this is because, not necessarily just because of this person's money or wealth, but because of their attitude, their demeanor, how they carry themselves. They carry themselves like an earth sign. I'm hearing like a tall oak tree. That's how this masculine carries himself, like a tall oak tree. Meaning he's incredibly stable. He likes to set roots in many different places, and he nourishes those roots. And when he puts down roots, meaning when he forms connections with people, he will divert his resources to also support other people so that the entire forest can thrive. This person may even have forest or forester in their last name. He's like sturdy like an ox. He is incredibly, in some ways I want to say thick, but just dense, strong and tall like an oak tree. I will say here that I think that this masculine's physical form is large and in charge, so to speak. But I will say here that I think that his physical form may not necessarily match his mental space. I think that this man has a very Booby, can you get down, please? Every time, he has to say hello. Thank you, Bubba. Go lay down, please. Thank you. So as I was saying, I feel that this man's, his physical form and his presence is incredibly sturdy. But I think that there are times when his mental space is not as sturdy as his physical form. Radius, stop it. Stop it. Go lay down. Stop it. Ciao. This cat is so spoiled. Sorry, y'all. So I feel here like this man, his body is incredibly sturdy, but I think that his mental space is not as sturdy as his body. In some ways, it gives a gentle giant energy, but not that he's just gentle with everyone. I feel like he never creates a problem with someone until there is a problem. I'm also seeing that this man could have incredibly prominent or like very thick body hair or like very prominent and thick eyebrows. He is not a man that gets his eyebrows done. I feel like he just kind of trims them into like a little bit of a shape or so that they're not too long. Okay, so I think that this man is quite hairy. That's why he has this lumberjack, hairy woodsman forest energy to him. Not gonna lie, they're even showing me that his toenails may be a little yellow, not to creep you out. Okay, that is so funny. I feel here though that you kind of make this man feel a particular way. And that's why I bring up that it seems like his body, like when you would look at him, you would think that he is incredibly grounded and stable. But I feel like there are times when his mental space can kind of deceive him. That's why Nine of Swords is on the fence here with the Ace of Cups on the fence. I feel like he's a bit afraid of trusting his emotions and his feelings. And there goes my phone. And I think I think that's also represented in his body. That's why he is so large. That's why he is so stable, why he's so sturdy like an oak tree, because he is more material focused, or it's like he really finds his home on the material plane. So when things become very emotional, it makes him feel less sturdy, you know? So I feel here with the Hangsman and the Knight of Cups, like this is a masculine who has spent a lot of time in limbo regarding his emotions for you. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. I just feel like, you know how sometimes earth energy doesn't immediately take their emotions into consideration? Sometimes they need to check this box, check that box, then check this box, then they're going to watch you for a little bit, then they're going to look back and see if all the boxes that they check still apply. Have you changed? I feel like this is kind of a person who, I think that he can get stuck in wanting something to be like, to show up so reliably that he may not leave space for fluidity. Right? I feel like maybe in some ways this is someone who wants to have like Virgo energy. Like you ever go on vacation with a Virgo? And it's like they have to have everything planned out like before you go, like there's no room for error. I feel like this is how sometimes he approaches his emotions. And rather than placing that expectation on you, he placed, past tense. He placed that expectation on himself with the Hangsman energy here and the Knight of Cups. What you've done to this man is he has realized that emotions are not meant to be rationalized. And I think that's why he was in the Hangsman energy, trying to rationalize why he feels this way or why he wants to. I'm hearing out of all the people, he feels so drawn to you with the Knight of Cups here. And I think that this man with the Hangsman energy here, he actually kind of was doing a bit of like self-sacrifice regarding his own emotions by not acknowledging them. Instead of the path of least resistance, where he would acknowledge how he feels about you with this Ace of Cups, and then he would, just like fully flow and allow himself to feel and to fall in love with you. Instead of doing that, I feel like he kind of sacrificed his own emotional state for a period of time with the Hanged Man energy, trying to figure it out, figure it out, figure it out. How is this going to go? Trying to predict the outcome. And I think he realized that the only thing he was doing was going nowhere. The Hanged Man. I feel like in some sense, and I'm going to say this here, like, I don't think that they always acknowledge how sometimes men also ingest social programming surrounding fairy tales, princes and princesses, queens and kings. Like some men also ingest that type of social rhetoric. And I think that he has here because with the Hanged Man energy, for some reason, he keeps like referring to you as this like princess that he wants to kiss and awaken. Like that's how he feels about you. In the depictions here in this card, quite literally, it's Sleeping Beauty. And then there's the Knight of Cups there, who has traveled from far, far away with his cup and his protective hawk on a donkey to get to the princess so that he can kiss her and awaken her from whatever type of slumber she may be in. I feel here on some level in his psyche, it's like maybe you bring up these type of fantasies and he knows that they're not logical. So I'm hearing quiver. So it makes him quiver. Nine of Swords on the fence, Ace of Cups. You ever be in front of your crush and it's like your hands start shaking, your chest feels tight a little bit, or like your heart starts beating rapidly? I feel here like you do that to this man, like you literally make his body quiver. And he is so large that it throws him off. But I feel here he's learned to see it as comical instead of as not necessarily a threat, but something that worries him. He has changed his perspective about how his body reacts to you. So this is what I'll say here. I think that this man is still a little bit in the state of anxiety and nervousness surrounding you, because we have the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Cups feeding into each other on the fence. So these feelings that he has, they haven't completely resolved themselves yet, meaning the anxiety that he feels or the trepidation that he feels. So what he's decided to do is instead turn the Ace of Cups into an Ace of Coins with you. What he'll do is offer something to you, which is why he's showing up as a King of Coins, so that, I don't know, he probably wants to try to figure out how to get in your good graces before showing you his emotional side. I'm also hearing this man say that he's mature enough to recognize and to realize that sometimes when you work with someone, it's a better indicator of how you would get along in a romantic relationship than if you just started dating. That's interesting. Because like when you're working together in some type of way, there's pressure, there's money involved, you need to make good decisions, you need to learn teamwork. So I feel here with the Ace of Coins, he's already decided that he likes you, he already knows this. But he's wondering about how you react to money in some type of way. This is the decision that he's decided to make. The Chariot, this is at least the first phase of his plan, the first phase of his movements towards you. I'm also hearing that this man feels that you have Fae energy. I don't know if you remember this, but from my generation, when we were younger and the internet first came out, there were like some websites that were made just for children. And when I was younger and I would go on the internet, I used to go on this website called neopets.com. And in the Neopets, there were these guides, or I don't know, there were these characters called the fairies. And it was spelled Faerie. I feel here like this man sees you as having Fae or fairy DNA. I feel like in some ways he may even feel that like the top of your ears are somewhat pointed, but I'm hearing distorted vision. So that's not necessarily reality, but it's like him peering through the veil to see other aspects of how your archetype or your avatar shows up. Okay? Maybe I'm not going to say that. Okay? Thank you, Divine. Let's try clarifying a bit with Unicorn Tarot. 9 of Coins and the 6 of Rods, Ace of Rods, Page of Coins. I'm hearing him say that's exactly what I need. He looks at you and feels like you are exactly what he needs. 6 of Swords here, and he knows this. I think what I like here is this man is smart enough to know that if you don't try, you'll never receive it. Yeah, we have the Chariot coming out again. I'm hearing bubbly. He feels that you're bubbly. He feels that you're bright, brilliant. You know, he feels this energy about you like the sun kisses your skin, the universe responds to your whims. He has this fairy tale idea of you because I'm even rhyming here. 9 of Coins, 9 of Pentacles, and 6 of Rods is like beauty queen energy. That's how he feels about you. And that doesn't have to be who you are. And I feel here he knows that that's not all of what you are, but it's this energy of like, you know, this is a dream girl who deserves to live in a dream world. And he's telling me here like he wasn't sure if he could provide that for you as a King of Coins. Because remember, King of Coins, he can provide that for you. But know that that's how he thinks. He's a provider. So he thinks in those terms. So he's going to assess, can I provide for this person? Can I do this for them? Can I do that for them? And it's not necessarily because he cannot. It's because that's how he shows up in his masculinity. So he's going to question that. It's not like a King of Wands who's going to be like, oh, is she hot? Am I hot? Am I hot enough for them? Or are we going to be hot enough together? Or how much attention will they get together? No. This man is thinking long term, like this is a dream woman. So how can I create the garden within which she can flourish? You're showing up here as his Queen of Coins already. Can you see that? Oh, it's a bit dark. My bad. You're showing up here as his Queen of Coins, and he knows this. There's also something here about burnout. There's something here about how the both of you don't want to do something in particular anymore. And that's why it's like your energies are coming together. Like, let's say, for instance, like, for example, the two of you have been working a 9 to 5 and the both of you are sick of it. So that's why the two of you come together here as a king and a queen of coins to develop a business or to develop an income together so that the both of you escape the drudge of the 9 to 5. That's just an example. That's not for all of you. I feel here like there's just some aspect of burnout here with the 10 of Wands and the Sun. I'm hearing doing enough on your own. We have the Hanged Man and the 4 of Rods here, the Hierophant and the 2 of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles in the World. Eight of Rods. Show me the Sun energy with the 10 of Rods. It's interesting because another story here, the 9 to 5 is only for a few of you because I don't think that I attract many 9 to 5 people to my channel because that's not the energy that I hold or carry. I feel here with the Sun and the 10 of Rods, like there's something here about things are so great that it's like thank you. It's the energy of things are so great. You want to share them with someone else. You know, like when you have your big break or you start making all of this money, you have all of this sun energy surrounding you, like how I do right now. There's so much happiness and fulfillment happening in your life. You start to realize, oh, I want to share it with someone who I care about and who genuinely cares about me. Maybe I can move this so you can see. There we go. That's better. Queen of Cups to the Knight of Pentacles to the World. Who can I be with for the rest of my life? Who can I be with to join me in this cycle for the long term? It's like when you reach certain pinnacles and you reach certain achievements, all of those feel so gratifying and wonderful. And you have like millions of dollars or you have all this money. What do you want to do? You want to share it with the people who you love. So that's why he's looking for you now. And that's why you two are looking for each other. The Hanged Man here in the 4 of Rods, he's been scoping people out. This gives me the energy, the Hanged Man and the 4 of Rods. He could be in the community. He could be talking with so many people. And in the back of his mind, he's kind of like sizing people up with the Hanged Man energy. He kind of hangs back in a crowd so that he can observe people's behavior and figure out, not should I sacrifice, but is this the right person or is that the right person? He is very easily able to tap into different, how do I say here, different probabilities of time. You know, like when someone's a really great businessman, they're able in some ways to kind of predict the flow of money and predict the flow of like cycles of a business, how like a business runs and what to expect, or like of branding, something like this. He's very great at observing trends, they're telling me. The 10 of Rods and the Sun, I feel here like he has achieved many things and now he's ready to I'm hearing he's ready to spend his money. That's what I'm hearing. Page of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles. He's ready to spend his money. And not just on the business and not just on himself. He wants to like spend it on a legacy. He wants to spend it on someone. Ace of Swords and the 8 of Rods. Okay, show me a bit more. So show me a bit more, King of Coins, how you view The divine here, excuse me just a second. The divine here is talking about entanglement with the Two of Coins here and the Hierophant energy. I feel like this is the energy that the both of you are in. Maybe you've reached a certain level in your career. You've reached a certain level of independence, a certain level of financial stability, emotional stability, spiritual stability. So you and this other man, you and this man, or you and this other being have entangled at this point in time. Divine is letting you know that they have brought this together for the both of you. Show me Page of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Knight of Swords. I'm hearing this man say that he doesn't give his energy away freely to people. And I feel like that's a very mature man. And he is showing up as a King of Coins. We love that. That is a mature man. Okay. Someone who is direct, someone who will let you know what is coming up for them. This is someone who shows up for you. They are reliable. This could be a man who shows his love by acts of service and gift giving. I'm hearing that he also feels like you show him love through physical touch and what's the other one? Like affirmations or loving words or words of affection. I'm hearing this man say that he doesn't have a lot of time, but he'll make time for you. The Sun in Ten of Rods, he's busy. He likes to be busy. He likes to work. But with the Knight of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, if you put out the bat signal in the sky, he's going to show up. That's what he's telling me. He's saying that he doesn't have a lot of energy. He doesn't have energy for everything, but he will always have time and energy for you. I'm hearing him say that's just how you treat your woman. That's what he's saying. Or at least he's saying that's how he was raised. I'm hearing him say that's how you feed a woman. I don't know what that's about. Okay. Knight of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, he's offering you something here. That's what this communication, that's what this movement is about. You know why this man is so good at picking up trends? Excuse me, let me say it this way. This man has a gift for picking up trends. I even feel like he could be a journalist or a newscaster. Like I feel like he could do something where he notices they're showing me like a graph and like things go up and down and up and down and up and down. And maybe he's like into trading or NASDAQ or something, but he's really great at picking up when something has value before people are able to fully see it. This is a man who like would have invested in Amazon before it became a worldwide phenomenon. Yikes. You know what I mean? And I say this with love and compassion. This is why he is so interested in you. This is what it is. A King of Coins always has a keen eye for things that appreciate over time. Things that gain wealth, things that gain prosperity, things that grow in abundance. He has a keen eye for that, and he sees this in you. So it's interesting. He's showing me here, like you may have been receiving offers from people, and what they offer you is what they see in you right now. And he runs his business very interestingly. I like this. What he's telling me is you are seen as a Nine of Coins. So people already can tell that you're a good investment. But what he is seeing here is people may come up to you and offer you what they think you're worth right now, instead of what they are able to foresee you being worth 5 to 10 years from now. And so what he's doing is, I think we may have the Four of Coins that pops out, but what he's doing is staking his claim, He is making the investment. He's buying the stock, so to speak, because he knows that the trend will increase and that you will gain more wealth and more value over time, like a fine wine. I hope that the feminine understands here that I'm not necessarily trying to treat them like they're an object or like they're just a coin or an item. But remember, I'm speaking from a masculine mindset. Okay? He doesn't objectify you at all. This is like how do I say this from a feminine's perspective? I'm not sure. Do I even need to? They're saying, do I need to? Yeah, with the moon card here. Like, I don't really think I need to. So I feel here what this man offers and gives to you is something that is reflective. This is something that reflects how fully and holistically he interprets your worth. And he wants to get in before other people do. It's like he doesn't want you to like settle because someone is offering you what they think that you're worth right now. You know? So we have the Nine of Swords and the Moon. Show me what this is about. Then we have the Five of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. There still is a little bit of energy here about him hoping that he can give you enough. Let me see a bit more about what this is. He could have had like a past partner put a lot of pressure on him to like make money and to provide for her or for them. Because it's interesting, right? Like when you think of how Amazon was created, what do you think was the motivation to create a multi-billion-dollar business? Most of the time, I feel like it comes from men who are insecure about their status. So it gives them this inner voice that is critical. It gives them this It gives them this inner voice that is always criticizing them about what they're making, what they're producing, what the numbers are, keeping track, and what the legacy is that they're leaving or that they're creating. So I feel here like he has that inner voice that criticizes him and his money specifically. And I think that this comes from a Three of Swords in the Moon, like some relationship or some relational trauma of feeling the need, the responsibility to be a breadwinner. And like I said, it's not that he doesn't enjoy it. I think he actually really likes that. But we all know that there's always some type of voice of criticism we all have. And I think that this is his. Do you want to show me a bit more, King of Coins? Let me try this deck, he said. Do you want to show me a bit more about this Nine of Swords and the Moon? There's something here about like, if the money is gone, he gets nervous about whether or not she would still be there. And I think that comes from his past. Okay? I don't know if we need to get into it too much. It comes from his past, but I feel like look at the Fool energy here. It comes from his past, but I feel here that he's ready to think in a new way. The Hanged Man was the first card, and now we have the Fool. Whatever it was, I think he's over it. And if that critical voice, that voice of criticism comes up within him, I think he knows how to handle it. This man is really a dreamer, I'm hearing. We have the Fool and the Ace of Rods. Also, he's too attracted to you to give this opportunity up. Okay? This man also could feel that you have a siren energy to you. The Fool and the Ace of Wands is giving me like when a siren has a particular tone of voice or there's a particular call, and then they call masculine energies to the shore. And maybe this man feels like you're literally metaphysically and physically calling him to you, like his body needs to be around you. Okay? No? Yeah, we have the 10 of coins. Something hit the ground too, but it flipped over. Okay, thank you. We have the 9 of coins coming out again. At the split of the deck, we have strength and the King of coins. I'm hearing dynamic duo. I feel here like this man, like, give me some time. Give me some time. I'm seeing this man buy you a lot of jewelry because of the water energy, because of the siren energy here. Like you could be, this man, he wants to adorn you. This is a man who feels like he can show up and look ugly, but the real representation of who he is how adorned his woman looks. So he's not interested. Like I feel like he will wear something presentable. He knows how to look sharp. He knows how to look nice. But he's not interested in like watches or chains or, like maybe he'll have a nice car. But if he's going to show up somewhere, this is a man who believes that the true, how do I say this? The true example and image of his wealth and prosperity is his wife. How she looks, how she feels, how she presents, how abundant his wife looks, the abundance energy that his wife carries. That's the true marker of his legacy and his wealth. He doesn't see it as like he needs to make himself look good. Like, I feel like that's why I said he has yellow toenails. Oh my God. I feel like you will be the one to tell this man to like spiffy himself up a bit. Okay. Interesting here. He sees you as the one to lead the legacy with him. He is single, of course. A king of coins is not going to approach you when he's not single. Okay. He don't work like that. So I guess ultimately in all, these are two people who are in 9 of coins energy. The masculine is taking initiative to bring the two of you together to create the 10 of coins. Nine of cups, 9 of cups, 2 of cups. Beautiful. 9 of cups, 2 of cups, huh? I really wonder what this is. He has this, the Star and 2 of Cups. He has some type of like rescue mentality. I don't know why he thinks that you need rescuing. It's like some type of fairy, princess, fantasy, dream girl. Let me come in and whisk you away. Like he does have some type of idealism here. I don't think that he's wrong with the Star and the 2 of Cups, but I think he's had to learn the green flags and the red flags of when it's okay to idealize a person or to fantasize about a relationship to this extent, so to speak. It's just, okay. Let me try another deck. We'll see if there's anything else about this love story. This man is saying something. I feel like he treats his people very well. If he employs people or he works, I think he employs people or he has colleagues or something, he takes care of the people around him very well. You know, like, excuse me, like, for example, like if his employees need to take time off or something, he will approve it. Like, he doesn't, how do I say this? He just takes, it's just like it's in his blood, it's in his nature. He takes care of his people. Okay? I'm hearing something here about he wants to help, like, protect you from the game. He does. There's some. Excuse me. Am I stuttering here? Because I'm trying to figure out the energy. He sees you as vulnerable, and I heard perplexing. It perplexes him how you've made it this far while also being particularly vulnerable. Do you want to show me this here, masculine? Thank you, Cosmic Family. We have the Hierophant. The Hierophant again. And the Nine of Wands. It's because he knows that God or Source or the Most High is on your side. He knows with the Nine of Wands and the Five of Swords that people pick at you for stupid reasons. I just heard a train. Nine of Wands and Five of Swords is like, why are you you know what energy this gives? This gives the energy of the movie Carrie. And that could be your energy here with the Nine of Coins, Divine Feminine. And, you know, like, it's like a mix between Carrie and a fairy princess or something. I feel here like this masculine somehow knows that you were like bullied, like how those group of girls were bullying Carrie in that movie. And it was like vicious. Nine of Wands and Five of Swords. It's this energy of like not just bullying someone, but picking on them, picking them apart, like trying to hurt them when they're down, like being relentless about trying to force someone to feel small and then to do something because you want to make them feel even smaller. It's like Five of Swords, Nine of Wands is like, what are you even getting out of that at this point? You're just being malicious. He has seen people act this way towards you. He also knows that Source, God, Creator protects you from these people. Show me this. Queen of Wands. Yeah, it's a Queen of Wands. A mean girl. Page of Wands on the fence. Eight of Wands. And then the Moon. This is who has been malicious towards you, this Queen of Wands. She says things about you. Does this matter? We have the Six of Discs and the Two of Cups. This relationship is happening anyway, but he's introducing this other type of energy, and I feel like he has witnessed someone's true character, and it's a Queen of Wands. And I feel here like this Queen of Wands tries to show up in one way, like they wear a golden dress and they sit on a golden throne. But behind the scenes, with the Eight of Rods here, she has a completely different face and energy about her. It gives the Ellen DeGeneres show. That's what it gives. Like, she talks to a bunch of people. Maybe she comes across as confident and a socialite, but it's like, really, she's a Nine of Wands, Five of Swords. She will rip you. She rips people apart when they're not looking or when they're defenseless. Six of Swords. We also had the Page of Wands fall out on top of the Six of Swords over here. So Emperor, oh, I said Emperor, okay. So King of Coins, like you have left this person behind. What is it about the Six of Swords here? The Star, yeah, he has. The Star and the Empress. The Fool, that's where he's headed to you. He sees you as the Empress. He's not exchanging any more energy with this Queen of Wands. Again, this gives the energy of like, this gives the energy of like a man who gets caught in the web of a black widow. Like if they're like a Kardashian or something like that, like he got caught up in this like web of someone who's a black widow and they look great to everybody else. There could even be people who say you're so lucky to be with that person or to have that person as Queen of Wands. But it's because they don't know the true reality of who she is. And I feel here like this Queen of Wands has been competing to try to act like she's an Empress energy, and she's not. There's even something here about like a Queen of Wands can be fiery and exciting and a socialite, but she's not nurturing. A Queen of Pentacles, a Queen of Coins, and an Empress, that's the nurturing energy. That's the divine goddess energy. That's Gaia, divine mother, divine feminine Gaia energy. And that's the direction that he wants to be in. That's who he wants to be with. I'm hearing he's handing it over to you. And that's what's also coming in this Page of Coins. Okay. I think that's enough. Oh, okay. Well, there he is. There the two of you are with the Fool and Strength. You're going to take a leap of faith on each other. Look at the two of you here. I guess I didn't misname him. He decided to come out anyway. But first, he wanted to let you know that he has, he could be like very dominant in his earth sign energy. We like that. Look at how beautiful this couple is. I just love the depiction on this card. And see how she is in the garden, in a greenhouse, covered in white. Like she's beautiful. And then like, look at him here. Like sturdy, ready to lead, in charge of the cosmos that is behind him. We like that. Judgment. So let's see if there's anything else that they want to tell us here about this union. I don't think that there is. Like this video, and thank you for subscribing. They're showing me something about cattails. You know that plant? It's like, they're showing me it right here. Oh, sorry, wrong way. Right here. They're showing me something about cattails. You know how like those plants show up right near water or right near like a bay or maybe like a swamp or something? Page of Cups. You're going to have a boy. They just said that to me because doesn't this literally look like the child of that Emperor and Empress? Look. Here's the mother and the father. Doesn't that look like the son or the child? Is there like a spirit baby here or something? Queen of Swords. Nine of Cups. He wants a son by you. Uh, okay. Sorry, that just like kind of like, whoa. Queen of Swords and Nine of Cups. He's like, if you speak it, I want it to happen. The Hanged Man. This is on the fence. This is something that he's saying you can talk about it later. With the Hanged Man here, that came out again on top of this little boy. I'm like sweating all of a sudden too. Whew. Okay. With this man, I think that there is an expectation to pass on the legacy through a boy. And I don't think that he doesn't degrade women, but it's just or like a daughter, not at all. He's like, not at all. He's saying no fucking way. But I feel here like, you know how sometimes women want a daughter, sometimes men, they want a son. Like I feel here, like the first child that you have will be a boy. And he doesn't want to pressure. He's so tentative about this. He doesn't want to pressure you. Okay, with the Hanged Man here on the fence. If there's anything that he can do or provide to make you feel safer, to make you feel comfortable with having his child, he will do that. I'm hearing immediately. He will do it immediately. But this is an energy here where it's like, child, I heard 6 months. This is an energy here where you'll be together for 6 months, or like within 6 months of being married, like you're gonna have a child. And I even feel here like he may play a couple of like tricks or games with you to try to get you to speak it out loud. I feel here like because he knows that you, right? The siren energy, the fairy energy. He knows that with you being a Queen of Swords as well, whatever you speak is going to come into existence. So I feel here he'll try to like be playful and say like, oh, the mother of my children says what? Or like, is something like that. Like he's gonna be playful about it, but it's gonna be visceral. Like he's gonna make it known, like, hey, so I'm gonna put a baby in you, right? Okay, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, Two of Wands. This nigga planning this already. Okay, my. I'm like, whew. Oh gosh. Okay. This is also why I do these readings in the morning, so that I can just take a shower right after. Okay. 6 of Cups. Yeah. I'm telling you, I feel like he wants like 2 kids with you. I'm seeing 2 kids with you with the Chariot energy here. He keeps saying if that is what would please you. Okay. I think it will. I think it does. He's a man who definitely plans for the long term here. The World. He's ready to end this reading. And look at the spirit baby coming in. I'm telling you. Look at the spirit baby watching this world, ready for the divine masculine and divine feminine to come together, to romance each other, to fall in love, to procreate together. Like the spirit baby is watching from the cosmos. Ready to, woof. I heard ready to be inseminated. My. My. 3 of Wands. Get ready, honey. Okay. 10 of Discs. That's what it is. I know that maybe that part of the message doesn't resonate for everyone, but I feel there's very strong feelings here about having more children or having a child. I'm hearing having 2 children with this man. 2 to 3. Okay. I'm trying to figure out if there's any other question that I could ask, any other type of clarifying question he wants me to ask. You know, I know that we're always curious about timing. Seven of Swords, 2 of Cups. Can't tell you about timing. I'm sorry. You know how they do. And the thing is, if I tell you about timing, you know, there are always those Seven of Swords energies that will try to do what they can to interfere or to like take some of the shine off of the dime to try to make the experience unpleasant, even though it's still happening. I can't tell you about the timing, honey. Seven of Swords, Two of Cups. They want for you to delight in the surprise of it all. Delight in the surprise of it all. Okay? 10 of Cups and Judgment. This is what you shall receive. This is what you receive. Why am I hearing gerrymandering? I don't know what that's about. This person could be very into politics as well. Okay? What else? Can you show us? They said, let me get the Kipperish deck. Give me just a second. They're showing me some. I like it. I like it. They're showing. Oops. They're showing me some. Sorry. My goodness. Bull in a china shop. My bad. They're showing me something here where it's like he meets you and then you exchange numbers and then he will immediately like follow up with you or message you before the day is done. Like this man is remarkably consistent. And that's why he can notice trends, because it's like he can, how do I say this? Like consistency. He notices trends. Like it's like he's like very good at like predictive programming in some type of way. And then I get this energy of like programming. He's a newscaster. He's a journalist, something like that. Okay. I'm hearing Miriam. His mother's name could be Miriam. He could also have really liked the show Courage the Cowardly Dog when he was younger. Secret? What's the secret? Why is all this coming out on the fence? You see that? This is a different energy. So if you only want to hear about your divine counterpart, this King of Coins, this Emperor, I feel like that part of the reading has shown itself. The energy has brilliantly presented itself and what it's made of. Okay. So it's not that it's done, so to speak, but they're showing me another fractal here. There's another storyline here that Kipperish is talking about. Yikes. Okay, I don't, who gives a shit? 8 of Pentacles, Voodoo, and 3 of Pentacles. You know, like, I don't really like shit like this. This is about some of the wounding that the masculine had. Okay? Can you show me this masculine's age, please? The Emperor, this King of Pentacles. Can you show me his age, who this boss is? Thank you. He's around 50. Check that out. Okay, so I feel like he could be 50 or a bit older. 50 or above, I'm hearing for, okay, but that's what I heard. Okay. This is a particularly sensitive storyline because I know that women having children is very sensitive. It's a tender topic. He's showing me here that he really was with someone, whoever this Queen of Wands is, because of either her money, his money, or the money that they had together. I feel like he kind of took this route of taking care of a woman, divine masculine and mature man, but he didn't really have any feelings for her. Ice King. He was with a woman who pretty much would allow him to go to work, to flourish in his job, to make a bunch of money, but she didn't require any particular type of emotional investment. And I don't know, I feel like maybe that's what worked out the best so that he could be so successful in his career, that he didn't necessarily need to think about having a woman at home. He just like wanted to think about having a Jezebel at home or something, you know, like he didn't want the emotional investment of like when you have a family, you have a wife, you have children, and then you need to like go and leave and go on tour or something, right? That's like an emotional, there's an emotional attachment there. So I feel like instead, because he had all of this money, he's like, I'll just have like a trick. Is that what they call it? I don't know if that's what they call it. He'll just kind of like have, I don't know, like a dime piece or something, but I don't even think she's that. He was like, oh, I'll just have a woman that I know that I can kind of go to satisfy my physical needs without there needing to be any emotion. And I feel here the tenderness of this child's energy, because I think that he may have chosen in this past energy, he's clarifying, he may have like chosen a woman who may be of a particular age, or he may have chosen, or he was with a woman because she didn't want kids or she couldn't have them. And I think that's why he, yeah, okay, we're going to put that off to the side. So I feel here what he is saying is like, he treated her like a hoe, not a housewife. And I think she was fine with that role until she started to realize that he doesn't see her as a divine counterpart. And there may have been some conversations here about like her wanting to make things more serious, or her wanting to try to have a child together. And I don't think, or another child together, something like that. And I don't think it worked out. He didn't want that. And so to see him end things with her, move on from her, and then go to be with you, divine feminine, empress, queen of coins, make you a wife, and then to impregnate you, it leaves her incredibly bitter. It's a bit sensitive, this. Ascension. You know what's interesting, right? Like I see, self-love and Knight of Wands. I see a lot on social media when like women talk about, or they talk about how women will like leave a man and do better. This is the opposite. They don't often talk about when a man leaves behind a woman who is siphoning his energy or only with him for his money. When he ascends and does better, and he ends up matching with a woman who has a different level of maturity and integrity. I just saw 10444 on the clock. This man, he's leaving her and doing better with you. And he had to ascend out of this lustful energy in order to do so. He realized that she was karma. Damn. Look it up. I can't make it up, y'all. She was a Jezebel, but this is like gold digger energy. But the thing is, look. Here's the thing, okay? I feel like this masculine, he's like, please be nice. Like, as I'm talking about this story and he's letting you know kind of what his background is and what he's been through, he's like, please be nice. Like, don't judge him for this. Page of Cups and Queen of Swords, okay? He realized that it's not necessarily the issue being this woman that he was with. He realized that the issue was him. And why was he showing up as a man who was basically with a karmic, giving her a rich lifestyle because he didn't want any emotional investment? What did that say about him as a man? That he treats a woman like he can just kind of throw a purse or throw a bag at her, and that's okay. And that's all that she needs. So I feel here he realized that the issue was not her. The issue was how he put up with that and thought that that was okay. He realized the issue was him, and she was simply playing her role as a karmic so that he can make it through this karmic lesson of not emotionally attaching with women because he's too afraid of putting them in a state of emotional pain. Woo. I feel like he's learned his lesson. That was the secret. That's funny. That's what he's saying. That was the secret. He had an awakening about this. He needed to change his heart. I feel like this is actually a very romantic man. But sometimes men become afraid of how women will attach to them emotionally because then they need to step up and honor those emotions within themselves and within the partner. What the hell is that about? What is that about? Poverty. Damn. Okay. False person. She was also making him go broke. The message, yeah. There's something here about like, I don't know how deep this goes about how they were making their money together, but number one, he was spending a lot of money on her and she wasn't replenishing it because Jezebel energies don't carry abundance energy. They siphon it from men, right? So it's not divine feminine energy where the well will continuously refill itself. The well of abundance will refill itself. No, this is a karmic feminine energy that steals abundance energy from men, drains them dry, and has no remorse about it either. So he got so deep in this karmic cycle, he looked at those bills. He looked at that credit report. He looked at that credit card statement or those bank statements and he was like, fuck, I can't. He's like, this cannot be divine feminine energy. I feel here like there could have even been times where she demanded of him to do something that may have been financially compromising just so that he could bring in money for her to spend. Okay. Yeah. This is what he's saying was going on. Obsessed and love spell. And 4 of Pentacles reversed and 2 of Pentacles. He's saying like as soon as the money come in, it would just go right back out. Like he couldn't hold on to anything. He couldn't hold on to any sense of stability. Meanwhile, it's like he would look at her and she would be like relaxing on the couch all day or something. And not because she is attracting abundance, but because she's exploiting his. He's like, can't you generate anything? Woo, child. That's what he's saying. He's like, can't you do anything? Can't you generate anything? That was the issue that he had with her. Okay? Yeah, the hermit. And then when he would be away on tour, when he would be away at his job making money, she would do these obsession and love spells, because that's what you know these Jezebels do. Okay? I'm just going into some background here. This is not because it's what's happening now. This is the secret about what happened before you came into the picture. Yeah, confusion, illusion. And transition. The Hanged Man, conflict, 10 of Pentacles, hidden enemy. Ascending. This is why he decided to ascend as well. I think that's enough. Because we don't really need to know all of the ins and outs of what happens with this Jezebel and blah, blah, blah. But there's definitely, excuse me, there's definitely some type of energy here. It's not done yet, but I feel like I am done. With reading it, but it's okay. They're telling me. Do you want to show me that about status? Show me this. Thank you. That was fast. We have the death energy here coming out again. 5 of Wands. 7 of Discs. Knight of Discs. There's something particular here where I feel like the amount of money that he was making and that like maybe she was trying to demand from him, only certain types of people can make that amount of money. It's giving a little bit of mob ties. I know that this is getting out there, okay? It's giving a little bit like this feminine energy had some type of connections to the mob or some type of unsurly way of making money. And I'm hearing her say something to him like, well, don't worry about it. Just go talk to my cousin. He'll help us out. He'll give you a job, or he'll be able to get that money for you. But her cousin Vinny, so to speak, right, makes money in a way that's either going to land him dead or in jail. Okay. So, and I feel here like that's another way that Jezebel energies will trap these men, by doing these obsession spells, these love spells, by keeping them in the energy of lust. And then before you know it, right? Before you lock my love away, please let me testify. It's like that. Whew. I don't know why that came in like that. It's like that song Testify by Common. These Jezebel energies push men to the point where they become so insatiable that they end up doing unsurly things that they wouldn't do in their right mind to keep a lifestyle, to keep this Jezebel, to keep her happy, to keep all this money. And what ends up happening is they either end up in prison or they end up dead. And this is the path that she was trying to take him on. There could have even been something where like he got into a physical fight with the 5 of Wands here. And that was enough of a scare to tell him that he needs to change his mind. He needs to change where he's headed and who he's with, who he's surrounding himself with. Okay, they're saying I can end it now. Ooh, thank goodness. Please let me, and it's like she was in on it the whole time. But this is done and it's closed and it's over with the death energy coming out twice. Final messages, please. The Magician. 6 of Coins. Okay. What's this 5 of Swords at the bottom of the deck? 5 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Judgment. Okay, that's good. Final messages here. We have his Page of Cups, his love for you coming through again. Okay, and that spirit baby coming through again. You're manifesting, receiving from this person. That's what they're saying. He's called negative judgment on these abusers in his life, these exploiters, these bullies in his life, including this Jezebel. He's called judgment. Final messages, please. King of Pentacles fell out on top of Jezebel. Oh gosh, look at the cards. Oh my gosh. Wow. And the Emperor at the bottom of the deck with the Queen of Swords. Let me tell you, this man, he trusts you. He trusts you. And that's the type of counterpart you need to have. With the Queen of Swords here, you need to have someone who's going to call you out on your bullshit, who's going to speak the truth. The king, let me say it this way, the most successful emperors will also have a feminine empress who strategizes just like how he does, who is also intelligent, who can also tell him how to move, what to do, how to speak, what to say, how to lead. That's what makes you counterparts. And check this out here. Queen of Discs, Queen of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles here with your Ace of Pentacles right in the middle. This man feels like a feminine energy is not supposed to just be an object. They're supposed to be an advisor. Okay. Final messages here. 1, 2. We'll do Cosmic Tarot. My left ear is ringing. Final messages. Again, Tower and the Six of Discs. There's some type of what do we call it? I feel here like you've done a return to sender, or there's been some type of return or breakdown of energy that needed to crumble, that needed to come to an end, so that these two divine counterparts could come together and exchange this Ace of Coins with each other. Okay? There he is again with a Page of Discs. There he is again. Final messages, Kipperish, and then we're out of here. Thank you all for joining me. Intuitive Kev. Cosmic Tarot still wants to... What the hell? What the hell? I've never had that happen before. I've never had that happen before. It fell out on top of the Chariot. What the hell is that? The two of you are what? 2 peas in a pod? The two of you are just like each other. The two of you are the actual divine counterparts, the actual twin flames. They want you to know that both of you are already basically together. Both of you are incredibly similar. Both of you get together. It's like symbiosis. Both of you are more like each other than you thought. And both of you are connecting and finding each other, the Chariot. This is the next step. This is the next event. This is what is happening now. I have never... 2 of Pentacles, 2 peas in a pod. The two of you are like in each other's energy, literally. Okay? 2 of Cups. I'm going to end it here. How wonderful. Brilliant. Blessed be to this divine couple and this divine union. May it find all those of pure intentions and pure hearts, all those who are ready for the blessedness of this divine counterpart union coming together. Finally, wonderfully, beautifully, in perfect timing, may this divine union and both of its counterparts find each other in beautiful, wonderful energy, beautiful grace, in loving, divine, prosperous union. Wonderful, sensual, sexual symbiosis. Abundance abounds between the two of them. Blessed be, and so mote it be, and so it is, to this divine union and the divine family that they grow, curate, and create together. I end the energy of this reading. I close the portals I have been looking and peering within and through, and I veil this divine counterpart union from all evil eye, enemies, and malicious or malevolent entities, energies, or beings. May those beings of malevolence go blind and go deaf as their malevolence returns back to them 1,000-fold. We call in the glory of this divine union and counterpart. Ashe. Thank you, Source. So to be and so it is, honey. How nice. This is such a lovely reading, such a lovely coupling. And that's how I feel about this man. Like when his energy comes through, I just feel like it's the rigor that you need or something. Okay, you know what type of energy is coming through now. So let me close this out. Okay. Ooh, there's a lot of cards this time out. A lot of cards. I wonder what I'm gonna have for breakfast. I always think it's so I think it's adorable how you all even watch me put the cards away. I think it's adorable. It's like, yeah, we're just hanging out. Okay. Yeah. I do think this man, I do think he's tall. Okay. All right. So I already said that. So I'm going to close out the energy of this reading once more. Thank you, Divine Source Creator. Call my energy back to be brilliant, purified, and cleansed, and detached from any remnants picked up along the way. I am brilliant, purified, truthful, abundant, and peaceful. Thank you, Most High. Ashe. Okay, y'all. Thank you for liking. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you for joining me at the Temple of the High Priestess today. I will see you in the comments and I'll see you in the next video. And in the meantime, y'all be good. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. See you.